Mack on the mound today, having an outstanding season so far. Can he continue his stellar play? It's the New York Mets and the Boston Red Sox. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Almost ready to get underway, and today's starter, Mack.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
And stepping in for New York, Christian Yelich. And a foul ball. Next pitch misses, and that is ball one. The Red Sox looking to build momentum towards the postseason, and a win here would certainly help. And that's in for a strike.
Still a couple of months to go, Boog, but there's definitely a little more energy and pressure around each game right now. A win here would be a nice shot of momentum.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Took that screwball up there and got him to swing through it. It's kind of part changeup, part curveball, a reverse curveball, I guess, and clearly it's got some good movement on it. We just don't get to see a good one very often, so it's kind of fun to see, and that was a great one right there.
One down, base is empty.
You know, Boog, playing a full season of baseball at this level is hard enough, but to do it as a two-way player, it's even more challenging. I hope fans appreciate the work he's putting in this season to make all of this happen. It's pretty special.
Just misses with that one.
That's why it's important to manage your workload as a two-way player. This season is a grind. You want to give everything for your team, but you can only do that if you're healthy and available.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Juan Soto now. Ball one, no strikes. There's a strike. And it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. End of a half inning of play. No score. Back here at Fenway Park, all set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Mack back to work. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Vientos measures 6 feet 4 inches, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League. A little out front there as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Francisco Lindor now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Got it! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
Well, he's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. You just witnessed something really special.
Here now the Red Sox DH, J. Mack. Mack went deep in his most recent game. There's a swing and a drive. Was crushed, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boo. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
And a swing and a miss.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Pitches in there. 0-1. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Now it's going to be Drew Gilbert. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No ball,
This guy's
2 strikes.
pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. It's an immaculate inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game. The Red Sox 4 and the Mets nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Christian Yelich.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Bregman to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Jeff McNeil stands in. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
0-1's the
You know,
count.
Singy, they talk about Red Sox Nation, but there is something to that because the Boston Red Sox aren't just about Boston or Massachusetts. It's that whole New England area. So you're talking about Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Northern Connecticut. There's a whole segment of the country that is locked in on the Boston Red Sox pitch to pitch throughout the summer.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Just missed.
They travel really well, and I think Red Sox fans are sprinkled all over the country.
And a swing and a miss down on strikes. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
On the ground to third, and it goes just foul. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Mets nothing. Back here in Boston, and now the DH, J. Mack.
J. Mack.
That's towards center. Gilbert has a beat on it. Pulls it in for the out. And there's one away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. He just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Alonso goes 6 feet 3 inches, 245 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Mack back to work. Alonso swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today.
Well, these Mets, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Bounce to the left side, and a foul ball. Just off the outside part of the plate.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. Now a dozen strikeouts for him in this one. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Struck out swinging his first time. That's in there. 0-1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Comes up empty.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Francisco Lindor to the plate now. Fans love him, but he's pretty popular with the players, too.
He certainly is, Boog. A player survey on MLB.com listed him as one of the friendliest infielders to chat with during a game. I'm sure he appreciates the recognition from his peers.
That's too low. And a count even 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
Breaking ball through there for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
One and two here. Good job to fight that one off. 2 out, space is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side for the 5th time today. Incredible. So 5 perfect innings in the books. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Mets nothing. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. Swing and a foul straight back.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
2 strikes.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Whips it to Casas, and a quick out, number 1.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. The Mets yet to pick up a hit here. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he runs the strikeout total to 15 on the day.
Got a pitch to hit right there with 2 strikes, but just couldn't get a piece. Tell you what, that screwball is so unique and it's so rarely seen. I think it can be tough for any hitter just to get a piece of it no matter where it's placed. As a hitter, you're just not used to seeing a pitch moving that way and getting on the same plane as it comes into the hitting zone.
And the righty deals. Fought off foul. Two outs. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So he's perfect through 6. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Mets nothing.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you've got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 7-0.
So frustrating for any pitcher. Finished outside the zone, and he still managed to get punished with the home run. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic, still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael, here's a high chopper. Gets it to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now back. Second baseman, Jeff.
So up next for New York, Jeff McNeil, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
The Red Sox up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
And now it's Juan Soto, having a lot more success on the road this season. Hit on the ground, and it gets through. Just like that, the perfect game is gone. So he gets on base and keeps it going. So the perfect game bid comes to an end, and now we'll see what he's got left in the tank and how they'll play it on the mound moving forward. But Singy, he's been a lot of fun to watch in this one.
Yeah, Boog, really impressive from the very beginning. I mean, this guy was in total command the whole time, attacking hitters, and really he's made them look pretty lost up to this point.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso, having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. He swings and fouls one off. And a foul ball. Make it 18 strikeouts on the day. Another frame in the books as the perfect game falls by the wayside. It's the Red Sox 7 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Vientos.
Mac back to work. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Mac into his 8th inning of work, Singy. He's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. 0 for 2 in this one. And that drops in for a strike. Pitch count in great shape. It seems you might have a chance to finish it.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Just missed. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Francisco Alvarez. Tap foul at the plate.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
And that's outside. And the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. 8 innings, 8 zeros as the shutout continues here. It's the Red Sox 9 and the Mets nothing. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for Boston, J. Mack.
Well, no better night than Sunday night when everyone is watching. You break out, you just let them know that you haven't gone anywhere.
Just a minute ago, you had a different tone in my hand. Heavy is the head that wears that crown. Had a few friends, but where they at now? Mistakes are my motivation. Go out and get it and bring home the
And that one fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Get down, get out!
Liner, base hit. And a good start to the inning. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
The 0-2. And no one can get there. And now 2 aboard.
Now batting, left fielder, Jared.
Now batting Jarren Duran. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Base knock right field. Headed for the plate. The throw in. And he boots it.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Taylor Rogers.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year. So this seems like a calculated move.
Man at first with one gone. Here's Juan Soto. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Into third now, so runners at the corners and one out.
The first baseman.
So bases all loaded up. And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Slayton is just one strike away. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Red Sox finish off a 3-game sweep here in front of the home crowd. Matt was really bringing it in this one. A major contributor, both hitting and pitching.
So impressive to see a two-way player dominate like this. And even more impressive that he's able to do it at the highest level of the game. Love what we saw from him in this one.